this necklace go with this hoodie?
We do not care.
I don't know. Like, I can't really tell, but I guess it don't really matter. I'm wearing it now. Hello. Hello, everybody. My name is Daisha Marie, but I go by the name Painted Black on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. A lot of people over on my TikTok have been asking me for my drawing process, what steps I take, how I color my drawings. So I thought I'd cover all of that here in this video today. Today's video is going to be super low key, super chill, nothing too exciting. I'm just going to take you through my drawing process as I draw a picture of Shadow Moon from American Gods. This video is going to be kind of formatted like a reaction video. I'm going to watch my drawing process and then I'm going to take you through the whole thing step by step. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so I start off my drawings the same way. I always do a sketch first. Now, usually when I'm sketching, I do a lot of different thumbnail sketches so that I can sort out the composition and get one that I liked, but this is just a study. So in studies, I usually just try for accuracy. So since I'm matching a photo precisely, I'm not really doing anything special, not playing around with composition. I'm just going to be trying to recreate the image as I see it. I tend to start with the eyes because I feel like once you nail the eyes, you pretty much have the likeness down pat. Look at him with that sassy pose. Look at him. I love this character so much. If you haven't seen the show American Gods, I would recommend it. It's really, really good. And here I'm just, going in, refining, adding some wrinkles, really just adding a lot of key points for me to go in and have as much guidance as possible when I approach the actual coloring process. I think I have some time here, so I might as well just tell you what the show is about. American Gods is about the old gods coming over to America and being, what's the word? Pushed out by the new gods. The new gods are technology and I think stuff like that. So it's really interesting. Okay, so right here I'm finally adding the flats into my drawing. When I add my flats, I usually go in and I add the midtones. The midtones are not the brightest bright, not the darkest dark, so you always have somewhere to go from there. And I always make sure that my colors are pretty saturated, pretty bright. You don't want to have anything that's too dim, otherwise your entire drawing is going to be muted. Right here I am adding the highlights into the drawing. I also like the midtones, make sure that they're full of lots of color. You see I'm using a peachy color and not just a lighter version of the midtone. This is very, very important because your drawing will look washed out if you choose the wrong colors to highlight and to shadow with. Which, speaking of the shadows, his shadows are done in this kind of bluish gray color. No color in this entire drawing is pure black. I did not go, I think the color code is like hashtag FFFFFFFFFF. I'm not sure, but I do know that I did not use any pure blacks. Going into here on his shirt, same thing. Like I said, I'm not using white to highlight his shirt. It's this kind of yellowish bright color that I went in with, and it helps to keep the color, like I said, fresh and lively, not looking too dim, not looking too dry. What is that? I can't really tell what I'm doing right now. Oh my god, like the background just popped up. I used a soft round brush for the background, really nothing special. the background is super faded in the actual source piece. So I just, I didn't spend much time on it. As you can see, it was like a 3-second little ad. Now that I have like all of the colors in the right place, this step is probably the longest step of the coloring process, which is just going in and refining everything, making sure that the wrinkles are sharp and, I guess, dramatic. That adds to the realism. And I'm gonna do the same thing throughout his face and throughout his hair. I'm gonna go in and add sharpness. You see right now the lines are kind of fuzzy. There's nothing that's super clean or crisp, and that's gonna change throughout this part of the drawing. What was I saying about American Gods? Oh my God. Yeah, I love this show. If you haven't seen the show, you should totally watch American Gods. If you are age appropriate, I think it's TV MA, and it earns that MA. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's pretty out there. But it's super fun, super imaginative. It's done by Neil Gaiman. If you don't know who Neil Gaiman is, you know who Neil Gaiman is. He wrote the book Coraline, that the hugely successful movie was done from. So good, so good. I love all of his work. The Graveyard Book, one of the best children's books I've ever read. And I'm still just refining. Like, trust me, this video is nothing. It's super, super short compared to how long I spent on this drawing. I think I spent a total of 4 hours. I spent like 2 hours on the sketching process. It's truly the longest part of the entire drawing for me. And then I went in and I worked on the coloring. The coloring was like an hour and a half. So really nothing compared to how long it took. Oh, and here I'm just adding in the colors that I use for the shadows and the highlights. This is going to be an important key to use later. But yeah, that was it. That's all I had for you. The drawing process is super, super simple. It's sketch, it's flats, it's highlights and details. It really isn't as interesting as I'd like to think it should be. If this video was at all helpful, please don't hesitate to leave a like, a comment, or even subscribe to the channel. I will have more content like this, and also more content where I'll be talking about movies directly instead of just talking about the drawing process. If that doesn't interest you, there's gonna be lots of different things here, so there should be something for literally everyone who's a fan of art and movies. So with that being said, I'd just like to do the outro thing. Is this it? Is this the outro? All right, guys. See you next time. Bye. I'm officially a YouTuber, y'all. Get excited.